Hi guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This time it's a build that especially is really useful for the new Sims Jungle Adventure Pack, and it's an excavation site that your Sims can rent and live in little tents, like a little campsite. But also there will be some ruins there that just recently maybe got discovered, and therefore it's also an excavation site. So by the title and of course by the description, I think you already know what I wanted to do here. Especially if you have the Jungle Adventure Pack, you get the archaeology skill. And your Sims can then, find stuff in the dirt and find relics and treasures and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to have like a little retail lot where your Sims can travel to and have like a vacation and also gain up their archaeology skill really quickly. So therefore I started to build one tent myself with some of the roofs that we have in the game. Kind of looks really boring, but as I wanted to put lots of details on it, I decided it still looks too fancy though. I really wanted to have this safari jungle look, and therefore it's kind of bland, but of course there will be something super special and luxurious in there. So it's not only camping, it's almost glamping that your Sims are going to do here. And here you can already see me choosing all of the ruins that I found in the game. And by the way, this is also a build that uses all of the packs that I have. I think these ruins come from the Get Together pack, but they blend in really, really well with the ruin parts that we got from the Jungle Adventure pack. So they are amazing, and it's really cool to build them or use them in builds that are kind of, old ruins or temples or something that you could find. And I really liked how it turned out at the end. So the ruins are pretty simple. I just placed some of these tiny walls, also experimented with lots of the parts that we got with the new jungle pack. This is basically my second build that I did with the Jungle Adventure pack, and I was kind of still trying to figure out what all comes in this pack and what I really want to have here on this lot, what kind of makes sense, what doesn't. And I really like the idea to have like a little self-made, corner made out of these wood palisades or something, or gazebos. And there they already store all their treasures that they found, like little pots and like the relics and everything. And also I will put the archaeology tables in there. I think at the end there will be 2 archaeology tables, but I'm not really sure. And this also functions as like a made-up kitchen for your Sims. By the way, there won't be a fridge. I only use the coolers because I always think these are really useful. But there's also, of course, a barbecue area, and there will also be a little campfire area. So I kind of mixed lots and lots of different packs here together to kind of make it more functional, so your Sims can really stay long here on this lot and really live there for their vacation time. And it was really lots of fun to clutter it all up and like look at all the debug objects that come with all the packs and that kind of fit here. So I really wanted to experiment a little here with different wood textures, of course, with different kind of things that look like camping and kind of just randomly put together, but still that it looks kind of matchy. So it's kind of a little weird to explain, but I hope that you will like it, of course, guys. So here you could already see me what I did here. Then I tried to decorate it a little bit with all the objects from the buy mode. And at the end, of course, like all around, I will put lots and lots of plants so it really looks overgrown and like in the middle of the jungle. You can also see this, of course, in the video tour that will be at the end. Like always, I will put a video tour up, of course. And basically, the huge tent that I built myself is, of course, divided into rooms, so there's like a private bathroom for you guys. But I also use the so-called named by me sex bushes, because these are bushes that your Sims can use to go to the toilet in, and also to woohoo in there. So this is why I always call them the sex bushes. It's one of my most favorite objects in the game, and it's kind of a cheeky object as well. So there will be, of course, a kind of deluxe bedroom in there, and I used lots of the Jungle Adventure pack these come with like really nicely, like have this safari feel that I wanted to do here as well, and that I kind of really liked about the pack, and that I wanted to use here. Like all of the objects are kind of colonial looking, but with some color swatches they also give like out like a nice safari vibe, which is also something that I want to experiment a little bit more in Oasis Springs, because Oasis Springs like over the desert world and kind of may look a little bit more like a savanna, African savanna. So maybe we can try to use these kinds of objects that come with the pack also in Oasis Springs, because I know that lots of people don't really like Oasis Springs, but I think you can really make it work and like kind of turn it into something more, I don't know, fancy, or I don't know, special if you go maybe with a more safari, African safari thing or something. I think that would be like a really cool thing to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some inspiration for Oasis Springs maybe, and then maybe do some of these builds in Oasis Springs as well. So yeah, cluttering all up with the plants like I already promised, and basically all the new plants from the Jungle Adventure Pack are really cool. I really like them, and I also kind of love to size them down and put them like in pots, or just use them in interior design as well. So if you are more into interior design, the new sizing down, it's not a cheat, basically, it's like implemented in the game, but yeah, the sizing down option is really great for all these plants, and especially the flowers that come with that pack, for having like a nice bouquet in the interior design, for example. So that's a little tip from me. So here you can already see me using all the debug objects that come with the Jungle Adventure Pack. By debug, you just have to type in bb.show hidden objects, and then the build and buy mode kind of objects that you can find in there kind of get it expanded by all the debug stuff that it's called debug. But basically these are all the collectibles that you have in game, also some things that, you know, Sims hold, or kind of like magically they appear when they use a plate, or if they want to eat something, you know, all these kinds of stuff that are there in game but are not in build and buy mode. So you can find mostly all of the collectibles, I think even all of the collectibles that you have. And I especially wanted to use them for, of course, some treasures that your Sims have already dug up for their, from this huge ruins that are there in the middle of the jungle. So I thought that would be like a cool idea, and also for your Sims, of course, and yourself, to explore a little bit what's in the game and what you can really find there as a collectible. And yeah, it's like lots and lots of fun to look up all of these kinds of things. In the interior, of course, I put in some of paintings, you know, maybe these are sketches that they made from the ruins to kind of, you know, reconstruct them as if the temple or whatever, what it could have looked like before it went to be a ruin. It's so hard for me to describe, I'm sorry. But yeah, basically I put lots of these excavation sites, of course, also here in the ruins. So these objects can really be used by your Sims, and they can gain their archaeology really quickly on there. And yeah, these are amazing, and I really like to do them or use them in lots of my Selvadorada builds, because yeah, I really like to have some kind of usability in my builds. And of course this is all play tested, by the way, guys, so if you want to download this, the download link is in the video description down below. Also my gallery name is Simproved as well, so maybe check it out if you want to. And yeah, that's basically it. I really hope that you like it, and that it may have inspired you, of course, for your gameplay and your builds. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!